この番組は23時イエンのなんちゃら提供でお送りしております。
Yeah, the other thing that I wanted to share was LAM Mama's incredible art, which now I can show in all its glory. If you've joined the membership, you can also download the absolute full quality version. This might explode everything because it's massive. And when I say massive, I mean massive. This was the thing where when me and Noctix were talking on stream, it was like, yeah, check this out. And they were like, it's 20 megabytes. LAM Mama freaking delivered. I gave like a very silly little drawing mock-up where it was just like a stick man waving goodbye as he went out a door. Some the Noctix plushies to the side, the bed with the net jack and the virtual headset on it. And the idea of like having one poster that said Legatus 505 and the other one that said Archivist 404. LAM Mama took it from there and designed everything else. And I just wanted to like shout out some of the details and like some of the meaning behind it before anything else. For one thing, look how freaking big I can make this baby without it losing any freaking quality. LAM Mama did such an amazing job. And honestly, it's been the joy of my life to have an artist as incredible as LAM Mama, who worked so hard to deliver exactly the kind of things that I wanted throughout my career, even though the things that I wanted throughout my career are obviously not super in LAM Mama's usual wheelhouse. So I was super happy that they continuously delivered everything that I asked for, made everything beautiful, and even doing this final piece of artwork, which I only requested like 2 months ago. So it was very short notice for someone as busy as LAM Mama, and they still locked in and delivered. And they didn't even know at that point that it was going to be a graduation image. They originally, it was just like, can you please draw this for me? And they were like, sure. And then when they found out it was a graduation image, they sent me like an incredibly sweet message and just bid me farewell. And it was nice that we got to say goodbye to each other properly. So for one thing, Fulgur caked up, baby. Are you kidding me? Look at that booty. The best thing is I didn't even ask LAM Mama to make me caked up. It's been like a joke in the community for so long, but I was just like, oh, I'll let Mama do what LAM Mama do. But yeah, you can see some booty in there. You can see some shading. There's some roundness. There's some roundness. So we got some cake. We've got the Legatus 505 poster. Down here, we've got all the Noctix plushies all having a good time, chilling out and being comfy. On the bed, and this is very symbolic, if you've read any of my stories, the net jack, which has always been equipped to my waist, in Legatus 505 and Archivist 404 is basically a tool for ending lives, but specifically in Archivist 404, it's for ending his own life. In Legatus 505, he also considers using it that way a lot of times, but yeah. It's a weapon that he never left away from him because it was the general idea that if the pain ever gets too bad, at least there's a way to end the pain. So yeah, the symbolism for this one, I think you can pretty much read into it. Oh, and the headset. The headset, which I'm currently wearing on stream as well. The whole Archivist 404 lore, which you also saw in Shrouding, was the general idea that Nijisanji in Archivist's world is just a virtual world that he escapes into to get away from the pain of his neurological condition as he slowly wastes away. It was a very dark storyline. It was a very messed up storyline. But yeah, you'll basically, this kind of spoils my final letter as well, and what is essentially the ending to the Archivist 404 story. It's an open ending, but yeah, it's the general idea that I don't need the net jack anymore. I don't have any of those kinds of thoughts anymore. And I do not need the virtual headset anymore. I am leaving behind the world of Nijisanji, which was like a beautiful dream. I am also not bringing the net jack with me because I am ready to go off and live on my own and be happy. And I wish nothing but that for everybody else here as well. I'm going to carry these memories with me and have a wonderful time walking off into the future. But at the same time, yeah, I don't feel depressed about it. I feel stronger than I ever have. And I hope other people feel a very similar way. Finally, I didn't ask LAM Mama to do any of this, but LAM Mama included like onigiri from Voxy and the drawing of me and dog that LAM Mama gifted to me, which was so sweet. So that was just kind of heartbreaking when I saw that as well. And there are so many references to things around the room as well. Like this is very clearly the plant from my first bedroom. The Archivist 404 thing is from the logo that I kind of designed but got turned beautiful for the 2nd anniversary project with Noctix where we designed our own hoodies. And that works really well for Archivist 404, like the sheep and wolf's clothing, the wolf and sheep's clothing. And just, yeah. Archivist bidding everybody farewell. So, one final incredibly beautiful piece of fan art where the general idea is... I think a lot of people expected me to do this stream and be looking like this, like exactly like I am right now, but to be treating it essentially as, oh, Archivist is dying, that's the end of the story, ha ha ha, graduation is death. It's been overdone. Everybody's been showing up in like coffins and memorial photos and all of that. They kind of beat me to the punch. So I went with something a bit different. I instead went with, aha, you thought Archivist was in a hospice and was never going to get out, but he's decided to get out and try and live his life as best he can. So, yeah, that's the message I wanted to give with this one. Even though I had started this journey in what I considered a very hopeless situation and just thought this was a beautiful fantasy that could end at any moment, yeah, it wasn't actually taken away from me. I got to walk away on my own terms, which is something that not everybody gets to do, and I will never take for granted. It was beautiful that I got to end everything in my own way, have a proper graduation, and prepare for everything for months in advance. So I'm really happy that I got to do that. This artwork is like a beautiful message version of that, and LAM Mama did it so beautifully. So thank you so much again, LAM Mama, for everything over the 3 years, but especially for this final piece of art, which you worked so hard on. And so quickly. Okay, so we will get rid of that. But yeah, no sadness, honestly. It's walking away with a smile on my face and waving behind me to say, hey, thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you so much for reading me. I have more stories to tell, and I can't tell them here. So I can't wait to tell them in a different position in the future. Thank you, LAM Mama. Yeah, LAM Mama's always been so sweet and supportive throughout all of this, so... You know, I don't really need to say it, but LAM Mama's going to do amazing things in the future, as LAM Mama has always done. It's not a question of like, I'm sure LAM Mama's going to do it. No, LAM Mama is incredibly prolific in like across the industry boards. So yeah, I'm just so happy that I got lucky enough to be blessed with artwork by LAM Mama throughout my career. And with that said...